Ashanti.
Sheldon.
There's a problem.
This story there, we use like 3 hours.
Here, the amount of research, the people that we've spoken to, lawyers, doctors, different perspectives. Because you see, when it comes to matters of the law, you go know if you can't hear and sit here, they chat
exactly.
So you for be well informed. You for be in tune with things, because you go talk something, then something will happen. It be sensitive issue.
True.
So as Kanti said, we've sat here, we've spoken to people.
3 hours.
Bro, yeah, back and forth argument. By the end of the day, we also for put it out, make the people in the comment section, the boys and girls in the WhatsApp group, make them share them our opinion. We have doctors and lawyers in the comment section.
Yeah.
The whole country, the lawyers saw they watch us. They know they watch anybody.
Facts, bro.
Oh, I can't. There's almost share assistant sanitary. It's young call.
Sheldon. Yesterday,
why you mention my
Sheldon? The story we can't talk about.
Your stomach has come. Okay.
It was posted by Sika Official yesterday. Okay. A Ghanaian woman has taken legal actions against Peace and Love Hospital in Bachona over the presence of a CCTV camera in the consultation.
Peace and
Love. Over the presence of a CCTV camera in the consultation room where she underwent a breast examination. So she has taken the legal action. I'm sure you get the lawsuit, right?
Yeah, I get time for you. Let me read it. It's very important. When we are in please take notice that this honorable court shall be moved on, blah, 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 at 9 o'clock in the afternoon or in the forenoon or so soon thereafter, as counsel for the applicant may be heard on application for the enforcement of fundamental human rights for the following reliefs. A declaration that the respondent's installation of a CCTV camera in its consulting and examination room for the purposes of physical breast examination constitutes a breach of applicant's fundamental human right to privacy and human dignity guaranteed under Article 1518 Clause 2 of the 1992 Constitution. Yes. B. A declaration that the respondent's installation of a CCTV camera in the consulting and examination room wherein physical breast examinations are conducted constitute a violation of the applicant's right to privacy and confidentiality inherent in the doctor-patient relationship as guaranteed by the patient's charter under Section 167 and 6th Schedule of the Public Health Act. C. An order directed at the respondent to forward, dismantle, and remove all CCTV installations located within the consulting room and examination rooms of all health facilities under its control and management. As such installations constitute an unjustifiable interference with the fundamental right to privacy and human dignity guaranteed under Articles 15 and 18 of the 1992 Constitution. D. An order directed at the respondent to formally undertake a written notice by its management and address to the applicant to delete and not to store, publish, transmit, or disseminate any footage relating to the applicant or part thereof. E. An order for general damages of psychological trauma, emotional distress, and continuous apprehension suffered by the applicant as a result of the said breach. F. An order for cost upon the grounds stated in the accompanying affidavit, and for and for any further orders this honorable court may deem fit. Dated blah 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 blah. So yes, that is the suit, and that be the sense them list against the hospital.
Peace and Love Hospital.
So that is what is happening, and this has generated a lot of conversations on social media for the law side and the medical side. Now we've spoken to lawyers, we had conversations with them, and they say as the matter they court they no go fake, come here, then send some, but they go explain the dynamics to us. But we have a medical doctor. We have a medical doctor. We won't be them. What actually they happen for the consultation? Is it right for hospitals to install CCTV cameras in their consultation room? And if it is right, what are the written guidelines, the rules and regulations?
And why is it there?
Do you have to inform the client? Do you have to inform the patient? If they go against the patient's charter, the doctor patient confidentiality clause, if they go against them, I have Dr. Dre on the line with me. Yes, he's my classmate or a doctor. Because he
catalog
me lawyers, more doctors. You more pure off. Me pen am say me YouTuber. Doc.
Yeah, Pete.
Alpha,
I do.
you chop.
Yeah, of course I chop.
You go work today.
Yeah.
Okay, no problem. So you see, I call you before this call. Right now we are live on the KSS channel, and I just want to make them not say me to my friend be Doctor Anton. So it is what it is, bro. Then they see me say me there, yeah. But yeah, my friend be that. Yeah, that be my friend. Yeah. Anyway, dog. So we had a conversation before this one, I called you for this particular call about a woman suing a hospital for hanging CCTV cameras in their consulting room. According to it be breach of doctor-patient confidentiality clause, and she know they understand why they have such things in their in their facility. So they carry them go court and things. And so I don't want to ask you, you are a medical doctor, you have worked in health facilities and everything. First of all, what do you make of the whole thing, the general conversation?
Well, I'll say the general conversation is ideally, generally, like these cameras are not supposed to be in a consulting room.
Ideally.
But then, ideally, but then because of certain circumstances, people tend to put this CCTV cameras there. So, consulting rooms are actually like a place where physicians or doctors will have to examine patients, right? And then in examining patients, they need to expose some parts of their bodies. Okay. I mean, before that, you need to seek consent from the patient. Oh, I need to examine this and that. Is there any concern? Like, do you have any concern? Okay. Do you consent to, the request to examine you? If the patient says yes, then you go ahead to examine her. But then, imagine that you're examining someone and then the cameras are there and everything is being captured. And somebody who's controlling the cameras tend to see the patient's nakedness or some parts of the body that the patient actually values. I mean, that's really bad. Like, it's like you're exposing the patient to some other third party or whatever, fourth party.
Yeah.
Okay. So, yes. But then, I'll say sometimes it's not really that straightforward. So, there are some consulting rooms that have the examining table.
Okay.
You can cover the examining table away from the cameras.
Okay.
Yes. That one is not capturing the patient's nakedness or anything. But then, if you do that, you need to have a chaperone who will also be in that space. You know, one, to help you, two, to make sure you're doing the right thing or you're not touching the patient inappropriately. And also, it gives the patient confidence that, he or she is not with he or she is not just with the doctor. There's somebody there to actually witness whatever is going on. Okay. And there are some consulting rooms that have other separate rooms for examination away from the cameras. Do you get it?
Okay.
Yes. And also I think it has to do with medical laws. You see, there are laws, in each and every country or local area or whatever. There are laws governing these things. Okay. So, for example, some parts of the world, you can have CCTV cameras in the consulting room, yeah?
Yeah.
But then it has to be because of some circumstances, like you really want to see how patients actually react when they're in a consulting room. But then you need to have the audio cut off. Is a CCTV camera having an audio recording where you can listen to whatever conversations you're having with your patient, which is supposed to be, private. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So if you don't have that and the patient comes in, you don't have the audio recording, you are taking your history from the patient, and then you're conversing with the patient, and it comes to the examination where the patient has to expose his or her part, and then that is away from the CCTV camera. Well, in some circumstances, allowed in a way, but for us to avoid all these, this issue is just to avoid, these cameras in consulting rooms.
But yeah, you said like in certain jurisdictions, some of these things are allowed for like external, like for educational purposes or wherever. So in instances like that, are you obliged to tell the person that there is a CCTV camera in a room? Are they supposed to know what is happening? Are they supposed to be informed?
Yes, I think they should be informed,
Okay.
honestly, because in medicine, whatever you do, whatever you do, if you engage a patient, you need to first ascertain whether the patient is comfortable with the environment or wherever you
So
are.
consent.
Except, yes, so you need to have some consent, and then, as I said, these things are not just from the medical aspect. This is like, medical law as well.
Yeah, there are laws like local laws governing all these things.
Exactly.
It says right to privacy and confidentiality. This is what the charter is about. The patient charter in Ghana outlines the rights and responsibilities of patients within the Ghana Health Service. It emphasizes accessible, equitable, blah 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 blah, and they list the aspect of the patient charter, which includes right to quality healthcare, right to privacy and confidentiality, right to and right to informed consent and the ability to decline treatment.
Exactly. Yes, I get it. That's what I'm saying, that patient needs to be informed. Ideally, patient needs to be informed that there are CCTV cameras there, whilst they are being examined.
Yeah.
So that's it. That's the take. So sometimes, as I said, some people tend to have some CCTV cameras in their consulting rooms. That's what I'm saying. There are laws, even though patient doctor confidentiality is there.
Mm-hmm.
There are circumstances where the people tend to have CCTV cameras in their consulting room, but then without any audio recording. And then if they have to examine a patient, the patient is examined away from these cameras.
Okay.
Or even in those circumstances where patients tend to be recorded,
mm-hmm.
the recordings needs to be handled by someone who's legally in a position where he or she is having the right to. And then if they want to get a recording, they need to get go through the necessary process to get a recording of that how will I say, the consultation with the doctor.
Okay.
You see, I'm just saying it like in a wide area.
This particular story that we are talking about, the woman went for her breast to be examined. Yes, so it was about the breast examination. So that is the premise that we are building our case on. That is why the woman is suing. So later on, she found out that, this hospital, they have CCTV camera installed, and I'd lie down for them to examine my breast. And maybe the person is a person of repute. He or she knows what people can weaponize that information and use it for. And she was like, nah, bro, I have to take you guys on because I was not informed. There was no prior knowledge to me going to lie down. Prior knowledge about this thing before I lie down. So I have to take you guys on. So this is the case at hand.
Well, she has a point.
Yeah.
You have to actually inform it, because if you actually expose some, patients, whilst examining, and there's cameras recording, these events, that's some way. Let me tell you, it has become so normal that some consulting rooms, they have these cameras, and then some doctors may not even know. You get it? Because maybe you're going to do locum, or you're going to do maybe you're just passing there because of a shift. So you already have your what's the name, your patient, your examining table there, and the patient lies on it, and then you examine the patient. Your mind is just geared towards trying to help the patient.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So your mind is actually not on is there any camera on the what's the name, in the consulting room, something of that sort. So me, I'll say it's an eye-opening something, like it coming out, and then this actually, like, honestly, the woman has a point. She does have a point. And as I will always say, is it has to depend on, like, it depends on the law as well.
Okay.
I don't know the situation, but ideally, to avoid these whole like issues, you just don't have any. Cameras in the consulting room, and then even if you do, at least try and get your examination table, examination place, like away from the camera. And then you have to let the patient know that there's a camera here.
Okay.
There's no audio recording. But then if I want to examine you, this is the room you're going to, just adjacent to the consulting room. But then there'll be a chaperone to help me, and then to also see, to it that I'm doing the right thing and not touching you inappropriately. All right. Yes. And if the patient agrees, why not?
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. That's my take on
do patients make like sexual advances to like doctors and doctors and nurses in like the consulting room? Hey, the way you laugh there, you laugh, Charlie. You laugh. You laugh, man.
Well, see,
what's the patient doctor confidentiality on?
Honestly, like whatever you think of in this world, whatever bad thing you can think of, generally in this world, it does happen. So yeah. So sometimes some patients do that. You know what I'm talking about. But then it's not professional. Like if it's like that, you still need to keep it professional. That's why you need the chaperone there. Do you get it? So in cases like that,
I have my CCTV camera there.
You see, I understand you. That's why I'm saying that in case like that, to protect your facility yourself, just get a chaperone, somebody who should be there whilst you're examining the patient.
So you would trust the chaperone over CCTV? The chaperone go fit maybe if it is a go fit talk, the person can actually be manipulated.
Yeah.
You understand? But you can manipulate human beings. You can manipulate CCTV.
Exactly. So that's one of the reasons why people.
You can manipulate CCTV. You can cut some parts off too.
Charlie, this is a big issue. Like it is. I don't know. It's really some issue. But then in this case, the woman has a valid point of trying to sue. Whatever it is, but I don't know. Yeah, I can't say much about her case.
All right. It looks like in Ghana the consultation room is the same as the examining room.
Yeah. Do we have?
Yes.
Yeah.
Exactly. So sometimes these consultation rooms, most of the consultation they have this curtains that kind of
I see that thing.
Shields. This thing from where the patient normally you take the history from the patient. So, well, yeah.
That's the examining room.
Exactly. And then sometimes these hospitals, they put these CCTV cameras there just to monitor how their workers, doctors or nurses are actually working.
Yeah.
Exactly. Some hospitals don't want nurses to be on their phones or doctors to be on your phones. And then they put these cameras there for them to monitor them, not the patients. You get what I'm saying?
Okay. But in the consultation room, when the patient enters the room, yes, there's a problem. So I don't know how you people are going to manipulate the CCTV.
So let me ask you this question. So what if a patient comes in and the patient says that a doctor really assaulted her by touching her inappropriately, and there was no chaperone there? This same patient will ask for the CCTV cameras for people to see, right?
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You see, so
it'd be very.
The last question, right? The lady is asking that the facility should remove all CCTV cameras from consultation room and examining room. So if let's say the courts decide that all hospitals in Ghana should take CCTV cameras from their consultation and examining room, as a doctor, do you think it will be okay for you guys?
Yeah, it will be okay in a way because at the end of the day, we are actually there for the patients.
Okay.
Do you get what I'm saying? You're actually there for the patient. So
but you go destroy the local economy.
No, it won't actually destroy the look. Right now, the way things are going, you have to be a good doctor. And then it shows from how you treat each and every patient. Because so a patient will say, nah, this doctor is actually not good. This hospital is actually not good. So I have to go to another hospital. People are now becoming aware of things.
Okay.
So, So to me, if patients actually don't want CCTV cameras to be there, why not? Like, see, you are there because of them. You leave your home, your family, friends to come to work because of them. So if patients are demanding that they don't want any CCTV cameras, to me, I'll say, you can grant it. You can grant it. Or if you can have a good dialogue with patients or whatever it is, this is the reason why I'm putting CCTV cameras. What can we do best, to protect you and also protect our doctors?
Yeah.
Can we offer a different room where you can go and examine away from, like something like that? I don't know.
Yeah. But because the thing is, you see, in this country, we don't take into consideration some of these things. Recently, I think a hotel released the footage of like some justices of the Supreme Court having dinner or something. Like they weaponized that information and it was all over the place. We don't respect data breaches in this country. Like there are some hotels that have CCTV cameras in their rooms. Like they record, they send it to some of like the porn site and things. It's basically like human, like you go see somebody they in a relationship. They exchange some of these videos. They are no longer in a relationship. The person releases the images or like the footage and everything. We don't respect some of these things, and I'm sure that be where the woman they come from. Because I'm sure if she had been informed prior to everything happening, we wouldn't be here. The fact that she had to find out herself, that be what maybe it did, because I'm sure if there's a CCTV camera, and as you said, like when you go to the consulting room, there's actually a smaller room for the examination where we can actually move away the CCTV camera and everything, but there has to be a chaperone who will be there to confirm or to make sure like everything is balanced. It will make sense. It all depend on the kind of conversation you would have with your client and things. But at the end of the day, the patient, like it be the patient chatter, it's there. It's basically there for you not to break it. And so I think I side with you from the angle that the woman has a point. But this one is a very wider, like it's a wider thing for us to have a conversation on. Yeah, that the dynamics be some way. Yeah,
it be some way every day, because these things. That's why people go to school, do law, to tackle these things.
Yeah.
You get it? So right now, even there are more doctors who are lawyers, so who are going deeper into these things. I mean, like there are a whole lot of medical legal things like going on, and then like it's crazy. So this issue there is some way.
Okay.
It's some way.
All right.
Honestly.
All right, Doc. Thank you very much. Thanks for your time and thanks for putting us on game into the Yebishia hospital.
Okay, ask us to go to India. Take something can give me safe.
I want to say I know what you guys.
I don't bring anything yet.
Anyway, Charlie, you do.
Alright, sure.
Now we also spoke to a lawyer, right? Who actually educated us on the fact that the woman has a case. If she was not informed and she found out later that, this is what is happening, and right now she's saying that delete the video, and if you're not going to delete the video, as a matter of fact, she's not even asking for the deletion of just the video. She wants every CCTV camera in the hospital and all hospitals under them be removed. And he said it is for emotional stress and all those things, trauma and everything. So that be where we did right now. So it is what it is. But
the sad thing is we have tried to get information from the hospital in page.
Yeah.
The hospital have not posted anything. So we've not heard the hospital side of things. Either the woman come there where she realized and she asked them to delete and they no do.
Yeah.
Or the woman go home where she realized, say, no, I saw a CCTV. Or was there an indication showing that, okay, this place is under CCTV or nothing. We have not heard anything from the hospital. Let's we now go to the hospital, enter consultation, go see. If you have the CCTV, where is it that per the way the doctor they talk? Maybe some hospitals have the CCTV, but it is directed on the doctor.
The doctor.
Some to get it did the middle and they show the two people. Yeah. Some to it did different size and we don't know how it did.
The position of the CCTV.
That's why I want to know. Did the woman confront them in the hospital?
Yeah.
Because this conversation
was she told?
Was she informed? Were you aware?
What happened? Was she aware of what was happening? If she wasn't aware, all these things, like we need to have a conversation.
And maybe did someone tell her that I'll leak your video?
Yeah. Like, what triggered her to even go to the extent of suing the hospital? The hospital, because I'm sure something happened. Something happened, and we need to get to the bottom of that. But we would
because you can't just wake up then. I'm suing. Maybe something. Obi can be betrayed, or somebody drawing attention to videos where I recorded, or actually they come out where somebody tell them, or people have been coming to the hospital. They won't see, but they don't get the capacity to do so.
Like a lot of things. But you see, even in movies, you see there are like ABI. Let's say somebody they want somebody in medical records. You go to the hospital and then go tell you say, nah, they no go give you. Even MTN. Sometimes you say, oh, I want this records. Unless you have a warrant, you have something where you they need down for something for like a specific purpose. They don't go mind you. In movies, what I've seen
sometimes you get a warrant saved.
Yeah, they don't go mind you. Sometimes they go if you tell they go in movies. What I've seen is they kill people to get the information.
Yeah.
So that confidentiality clause, then some doctors or some hospitals they take them seriously because somebody can weaponize your medical, use your medical records against you, weaponize it and use it for a lot of things. So all these things, but then it is a record. It's your medical record. True. It is supposed to be there. It's supposed to be sealed. But in this country, I'm sure if this thing happened in the US, it could be different conversation. But in this country, in a country where we don't take data breaches seriously. That's where the woman they come from. Because we have seen instances where
somebody violation of kebab, like then the robber be some vital information.
Good.
The last time there was a contract that was signed, I think Ghana. What somebody go buy kebab.
Then they take this in the paper.
The contract paper beware the kebab the.
So we don't take seriously some of these things, data breaches and this information, leaking people's information and everything.
So go there one day, then videos they out.
Yeah, it is what it is. But let us wait and see what is going to happen or what is going to come out of this.
People they talk say the hospital get keys. People to say the woman to get keys. We know if we tell right now.
I'm not a judge.
Yes, everybody get keys.
Everybody get keys until
the issue actually.
But
the doctors in the car won't know if they say that they are taking all CCTV cameras from consultation and examination room, how the doctors actually go take them. Because some doctors, as we speak, they say some patients come and they won't even have sex with you, female doctors in the consultation room. So the CCTV is the only thing that protects them. So if you are taking it away, police go there in the consultation room.
That's why then Dre they talk about sharp, but the sharp run things and you understand. So you see, it be dicing, it be like some weird case.
They need to find a way around it.
There has to be a way around it.
If like they get examination room, and consultation room, then at least.
But then let's say you are going to examine, like what we spoke to a female doctor who said sometimes the male patients they want to have sex with them. You move from the consultation room
to the examination
room, and something like that happens. Where is the CCTV?
It means the whole thing.
Oh God! Because if the camera is not panning to that side, and something is happening there,
how you gonna know?
Unless because as somebody says, what
I've seen a meme where
it's your word against her.
I've seen a meme, but it's an actual video where they come inject a patient. The nurse they try get the things where it's spank the woman ass.
No, that one be porn. You watch.
No. If you actual video. No. If you actual video.
Watch porn. Oh, a sickness.
I don't know. But as I talk now, and I'll just you.
I don't know what.
No. What I'm saying is an actual video. But maybe the one you watch be porn, because the way you respond to it will be different. Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, I get my video. I will take show you.
Wow. Was this a skit?
No. It be actual video. It be CCTV captured now. So guys, that's where the conversation day now. This is a very serious story. We are just waiting to see if the hospital could bring a press release for us to know what exactly happened at the hospital. If the woman really tell them, say take it down, where they no do or whatever happened, we'll let you guys know. But let us know in the comment section. The doctors, the lawyers, share your thoughts in the comment section. Because if you go on Facebook, this be like the trending story on Facebook. It's getting over 1,000 comments. People are talking about it. So just let us know in the comment section. Lawyers wants woman you woman for damages or then for pay for damages, bro. Bet my 1 million Ghana cedis for damages.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we out.
When we CCTV, near Mamu, ya, Mupo be the Acheche na ye, bet my jedi aboboy.